So we are now live at the press conference. We have Daniel, Lisa, Koya, and Alex up first. So we'll hand over straight away for the questions.
All right. Hey everyone, how's it going? I can't see who I'm talking to. It's sweaty in here, Deck. You got me working like a pig. All right. All right, everyone. Hope we're all doing well. We got a week to go for Cage Legacy 23. So I guess just one quick one for each of you. Just how have you guys all prepared a little bit differently for this upcoming fight, rather than your previous matches? We'll start here on the left.
First fight that I'm probably preparing for, because the last fights were a little bit of a crazy mess, because I just jumped in, short notice, get the bag like that. No bag, just joking. But anyways, yeah, I prepared quite a long time for this one. I've been basically in camp for the last 4 months, so definitely pumped up for it. I think it's going to be a very good performance. I'm a little bit bummed that Tristan didn't show up today. Didn't show up on media day as well. I hope he's going to show up for the fight, at least, because I'm just up to their nines, man. I don't even just like that for me missus, to be honest. Here you go.
So this camp, I think, what I've prepared better, I think, more spars. So I got a lot more spars in this time than I did my previous camp. Plus, I've been waiting the whole year to fight because, I mean, the pool of girl fighters is very small. So I feel like I've been ready for this since the beginning of the year. So, yeah, feels like I'm in camp since January. So, yeah, ready to go.
I think for me, the two main things was I've been training with my PT, Gaz Hickey, now for 8 months, and I never really did strength and conditioning before, so I feel a lot stronger and fitter. And the other thing would be, and I got in a lot more spars with female fighters, whereas I'm usually sparring men. I got in a lot of rounds with female fighters, so I feel like that made me grow a lot this camp.
Yeah, just the same as always, just training hard all year round. The last 10 weeks have been just locked in on this date, so I'm looking forward to it now. It's not long to go.
Right on. For the girls, the overall pool in general for fighters is quite small. Do you find that to be, what's the benefit in having kind of a small pool like that?
I guess it's like easier to climb your way up to the top because obviously less competition. I'd say that's probably the only thing, because other than that, it kind of does suck not being able to fight. Like, I've been looking for fights for 8 months and I couldn't get in any. But yeah, I'd just say less competition kind of makes the climb to the top quicker and easier, I'd say.
Yeah, same. To me, it's just because I'm at the very beginning of my career, and I just feel like I have nowhere to judge, the progression. So for me, it's a down to not having enough females. There's maybe 3 or 4 in the gym, but no one outside of our gym. So yeah, to me, it's a downside to not having enough female fighters.
Excellent. Gentlemen, so you got a week left. So generally, this is kind of a slow down week. You should kind of be taking it easy. What do you plan on doing this week in order to kind of stay mentally focused?
Don't know about taking it easy, but I think I'm definitely going to cut it down a little bit. Just going to focus on some technique, some pads, drilling some defense, all the light stuff. I feel that I'm there physically, 100%, but definitely going to keep it light on the pads, getting some heavy rounds with my man Yusuf here behind the cameras. That's going to be it, I think.
Yourself on the end there as well.
Yeah, this is like the hardest week for me anyways, just because the last 10 weeks have been like go, go, go. And then you have to cut it back and less training, less, and get ready for the fight.
Right on. Okay, so I guess, again, one more for all 4 of you. So you've all been training martial arts for quite a while now. Can you each just give like one critically beneficial thing that martial arts has given you in your life?
I think it definitely changes you deeply. I think competing in martial arts, especially MMA, it's very true, it's very real. I think it definitely changes you, especially as a man. I think the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you move, the way you behave. I would say it's very difficult to mention something that doesn't change and well. I think there's only positives to it. So I would definitely advise it to every young man or young woman, anyways, to start training, pick up anything, boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. It keeps you fit. It keeps you on the right path. Yeah.
For me, I think training martial arts, definitely the mindset. I think it gives you just such a more positive mindset more so than anything, and just, I suppose, just a good inspiration for my kids as well. Yeah, my younger kids now are, the two of those are in martial arts and they're training, and just the confidence that I've seen and the changes in them, I suppose, is just, yeah, it's just an all-round benefit to their lives as well. So I think the impact it has had on them is definitely the biggest impact in my life.
I think for me, it's definitely like just confidence, all-around confidence. I think if you can get into a cage and fight someone, you can tell yourself you can do anything, and it helps me in all aspects of life. So I just think it's definitely like character building stuff, and you have a lot of confidence after doing it.
I don't know, I'd probably say the discipline of it, like, it's just, you know what I mean? It keeps you focused, keeps you something to train towards, and, yeah.
Ready to go? So I won't keep this too quick. We just want to ask you a couple of different questions. So each person. So Daniel, you're taking on Tristan.
Yeah.
Do you look at Tristan different than any other opponent you face? Do you look at him as a threat? Is he just another man? What way do you look at that yourself personally?
Well, I definitely respect him a lot as a fighter. I think he definitely knows what he's doing. He's an intelligent fighter, has been around for a long time. It's definitely a good opportunity for me to kind of put myself out there. I think stylistically I'm a very bad matchup for him. I think he's going to look for clean counters, pot shotting, and I think he's quite good at that, but I think I'm going to be pressuring a lot. I'm not going to give him any space. I think when the fight gets to him, he's going to be starting to swing a little bit more labored shots. I think the boxing is going to get to him definitely. I don't see him really any different. I can only have respect for the man. I think it's going to be a hard fight, to be honest, but this is the reason that I choose the matchup. And I'm definitely looking forward to it, yeah.
Thank you. And Lisa. So this is a rematch with Daniela. This had a fight before, and Daniela won the first match. Have you trained any different in preparation for this one, or are you looking to fight any different, and are you mad to get that win back?
I'm definitely mad to get that win back.
Have you trained
But
any different?
yeah, to be honest with you, I kind of overtrained last time. It was like go, 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 trying to fit in everything, because it's your first fight. You've a lot to learn, I think, as well. My coaches had to come to me. I'd like 16 training sessions booked in every week. They were like, Lisa, you need to slow down. So I think paring that back, listening to them, and I think you need those rest days. You need that sharpness in your mind, and I think that's made such a difference to this camp. And I think, like, obviously the last match was our debut with myself and Daniela. We've been training similar amount of time. So I think you're going to see a leveled up Lisa this time, and I think the same with Daniela. It's going to be two different fighters going in that cage. Yeah.
Thanks, Lisa. So, Koya, you're fighting Carolina Arm, who's a decorated striker. I've seen some stuff where she's like loads of striking fights, and so when I offered this fight to you and your team straight away, I was like, yeah, we want that fight. We want a good fight. So does a fight like that excite you?
Yeah, 100%. I love a challenge because it like makes me train harder. Like, there's no point getting in easy fights. Like, you don't learn anything from that, and that's like the point of amateur. So I'm happy that she's like a solid striker, so I can really like test myself. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you. And then Alex. So Alex, your amateur career so far has been absolutely mad. 3 finishes, 100% finish rate in all of them. And then we had it like, so like there's certain media places that are saying you haven't been tested yet, you haven't been challenged at them lads. This is definitely a step up in class from the other lads, and it's definitely a harder contest. Have you trained harder, or have you taken this any different? Have you looked into Robert more than usual opponents?
No, it's the same every time, you know. It's the last lad was meant to be a step up as well, do you know what I mean? It was the same, so training stays the same, it'll show.
Thank you. Thanks very much, everybody.
Listen, I have a last question for you, Declan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, what about putting up a bag and bonuses? What you think about that, yeah? Because I
I'm
really,
gonna have to work
listen,
out
yeah,
something about-
I think we all poor motherfuckers in here, yeah? Maybe next time I can come around in a suit or something. So,
I can
I don't
promise
know.
a bonus, but it won't be 50 G's, yeah?
Listen, we can do a bag. We can do a grand. I think we can, yeah?
Fighter of the night.
We get that done.
100%. We'll do for knockout of the night, submission of the night, and fighter of the night. We'll do a bonus. Anybody want to ask any questions to any of your fighters that's up here now? Anybody? Sweet. Thank you so much, everybody. That's here, yeah?
I don't think there's enough Irish power. I need to get a few more.
Right, so we're here with the second part of the press conference with Clinton, Ben, Nicolay, and Maxwell sitting here. So we're going to start off. Tony's just going to ask a couple of his questions, and then I'll ask a couple of his questions.
Right on, hey everyone. Appreciate you guys all coming out. So generally, my style of questioning isn't fight related. Like, I don't care as much about the actual fight coming up as probably Deck probably doesn't. But like, I'm mostly interested in kind of like the human side of everything. So one thing I'm really interested in is, and you can keep it briefly. Just give me like 2 sentences here. You know, why do you love this sport so much? And we'll start in this end and move down to Max.
Yeah, what I'd say I probably love the sport. Keeping it short and brief is, I feel like it's real. Like, I feel like people involved in there, especially in the cage, it's all real. All the emotions are real. It's nothing fake. You can't really, like, outside, you know, social media, you can be fake all you want, but in a ring, in a cage, like, it's literally, your level shows, like, how you are as a person shows, you get me? So, it's a real sport.
I say the reason I like this sport is just makes me improve all aspects of my life, like, and pushes me day to day, gets me out of bed, you know. It's pretty much it.
My answer for these questions is very easy. How long time you feel pain, you live. And for that, I like that. I love that.
I don't know how I'm going to get better than that answer there. Just shout out to the boys that Riot sorted me out with the old fresh set. But MMA is an honest sport, you know. There's no hiding from hard work. There's no hiding from the realness of it. You know what I mean? It's real when you get in there. So I think everyone up here can agree with me when I say that. So.
All right, right on. So I guess in the lead up to this, like, do you guys do a lot of like reconnaissance on like your opponent? Like, do you try to, you know, kind of look into their fighting style or anything? I know some fighters don't even want to think about it, but other fighters they get deep. So like, what's your take on that? Do you know, kind of borderline stalk your opponent, or you just kind of leave him be and, you know, you sort things out on the night?
I'd say for myself, yeah, I'm kind of like, I want to know everything. So I'll definitely stalk your man, check him out, check his page, check what he's wearing, what he's eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I gotta know what he's doing, sort of thing.
Check the glow, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely like, I'm not gonna lie and say I check everything just to make sure. I don't like any surprises. So because it just helps the mental of it. Like, once I get comfortable seeing his face, seeing what he's doing on the night, it's not gonna be any surprises. So yeah, definitely.
Myself, I just try to focus on myself and focus on the training I'm doing. Not look too much into him, just focus on making all aspects of my game better.
I try same don't watch too much what doing my opponent, because all the time if you watch, you can to be surprised with something new, and for that it's better see in the ring what he doing. It's best like that.
Yeah, I'd be the same, you know. You don't want to be, as you said, looking through kind of patterns, and something new comes up, you just do what you feel in there, you know. And that's the best way to deal with your opponent.
If can. So what do we think? Like, does anyone want to give a prediction on, of their fight coming up? You don't have to, because some folks don't necessarily like to. Whatever. Yeah, I think one of you wants to make a prediction.
No, I'm going to finish the fellow I'm fighting. I'm going to finish him. Yeah.
What round do you think?
It depends. The more the fight goes into, the more I'll blossom. I unfortunately had a opponent change thanks to Deco for getting another opponent organised, or I would have been fighting next weekend. But I just think I'm levels above the fellow I was fighting, and I'm levels above the fellow I'm fighting now. So.
Okay, do you have probably answer this anyway? Do you
I just in there. If I see a finish, I'll go for it. It's whatever comes up. As I said, you do as you feel. What's right in there, and so that's the plan. Go in, and no one wants to see decisions. Everyone wants to see finishes. So that's what I'm fighting for.
Okay, well. All right, and then now, is anyone? No one's struggling to make weight, but certainly I'm sure you have people around you who are eating nice. Do you have like a nice meal that you're planning on taking in after you make weight?
Everything.
There's a nice little Evolve around the corner from here, so go in there, grab myself a nice little Lowe's pancake, so yeah, solid.
It's possible everything.
For me, it would be more specific, down to high one, 4-on-1 with chicken balls and bleeding all the curry sauce in the place. So that's the golden meal.
Favorite chipper or Chinese you go to?
Yeah, high one and fingless. That's top of the range, So.
So I'm a little bit different than Tom. We're just going to find out different things.
Let's do it, Dick. Dollar Dick.
Here we go. So Clinton, I know you and Declan, and obviously we're the match competitors, because when we were searching around all the Instagram trying to figure out everything, Declan couldn't do it. We should be got K1 week. I had seen that you have it like, from your past. You do all the promoting and all those things. That'd be a serious match. How do you actually do? I know Tony asked for the prediction, but how do you think this fight is actually going to go between you and Declan?
Yeah, I've definitely tried to play different possibilities in my head where it can go. He's definitely he's long, he's rangy, he's got experience fighting MMA fights, but it's not an MMA fight, it's a K1 fight. So definitely gonna be scrappy, not too clinchy. At the end of the day, I see it being an aggressive fight, but I don't see myself not winning.
You see yourself finishing him within 3 rounds?
Yeah, 100%. Someone's getting finished, and it will be him. So that's the end of it, really.
So Ben, I know you since ages ago, even after years ago, like junior championships and all that. You've been around, everyone knows you. You've a great name, great hype behind you. But Keane has also been around, and when we put that fight together, it was a fight that we looked at and went, geez, this is a serious fight. How do you see this one going? Do you think you're going to walk away champ, or is there any possibility that you're like, well, this is a proper fight, or do you actually have it in your head, you're like, I'm hating that belt and I'm going through it?
Yeah. Obviously, Kane's a lot of experience, and the way I see the fight going is that he's more of a grappler, so I'd be happy to keep it on the feet, but I'll be ready for, say, when he shoots, to just anti-grapple and, yeah.
Thanks for that. And Nicolai, against Barry Kennedy, your fight against Barry was on the last fight night. I don't know if you've seen it, but he got a knockout, 1st round knockout, slept the opponent, and it went viral, that knockout. Do you see his right hand as a threat? Have you been looking at videos of him? Do you think, I need to stay away from that right hand? Or are you like, that's just another body to me, it doesn't make a difference?
I'm waiting a long time for this rematch, and I will be do everything to get the win. I will be go kickboxing, striking, jiu-jitsu, everything. Only I want to get the win.
Thank you. And then last one is Max. So Max, same as what I said to Ben, it goes way back. I know you years and many years since Tap Down 9, kind of many years ago. But to see, to see your progression as a fighter and from a young the young boy, should I say, all the way through a teen into a man has been spectacular. So that's first of all credit to you and
Legend.
your family and your coaches. But the fights are now getting harder. You're in the pro ranks. It's going to start stepping up. This next fight next week, you already had 2 opponent changes, which we had to rematch quick straight away. Do you see, so after this fight next week, you said already to Tony, you're winning this fight. I mean, you're already levels above this fight.
Yeah.
I want to know though, what's the plan for Max Lally? Where do you see it going? Where's your vision that you see Max Lally in 5 years from now, sitting here?
On one of the big top promotions in the world, you know, on the world stage. That's the plan, you know, going right to the top. In regards to this weekend, though, I'm gonna walk this fella down like a berserker, like a Viking in his face for the whole 15 minutes. I'm not gonna let him catch a breath, you know. And once people see this fight the weekend, you know, add another finish to the record, you know, they're gonna.
Same as what I said to Alex Joe. You've a 100% finish rate. You're unbeaten as an amateur, unbeaten as a pro. And next weekend, you're going to get another finish, like you just said, which will be another 3-0 with 3 finishes, which is amazing. Like.
Yeah, you know, in regards to records and stuff like that, you know, amateur records, it is a bit of like, but being unbeaten, in my opinion, isn't an accomplishment. I'm looking for someone to come out and beat me, come out and try to take me out, you know, and you know, I love that. I love that competitive side of it, you know. And if someone takes a fight against me and they think they can beat me, that's what gets me up early every morning, you know. So let the challenges come forward and let's see who can take it.
Top of the game.
That's
where
it.
we're going.
That's where we're going, right to the top deck.
Thank you. And lads, thanks so much for taking your time out. Thank you. I'm just gonna. Is there anybody wants to ask anybody here any questions for anyone over here? No. All right. Thanks very much, everybody. Right? Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're live. So we're here with the last 4 lads up today at the press conference. We're here with Yuri, Abdul, Brian and Dragos, who will be all competing this day next week at Cage Legacy 23 in the warehouse at Redcow.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming. Appreciate your time on this wet and rainy Saturday. You know, I had a question ready, but I couldn't. So look, everyone, we got a week to go. We got a week to go until the showdown. Is there anything that perhaps you're working on now that maybe you haven't done in the past before in preparation for this fight coming up? Let's start from this end here.
Sorry, my English is not very good. I'm ready, 100%. Next Saturday, champion.
Actually, I was training hard for this fight, and then I say for my friends, I say I smash him anyway. Like he's coming here, just like looking, and then he's going back. Just I smash him anyway. That's just all. I train hard for this fight. I really train hard for that.
Look, I'm just going in trying to finish. Don't get paid by the hour. Just go and finish, get it done.
I've been working on everything because we always have little things that we always have to improve on. You know, as they all say, we can improve. There's 1% better every day. Like that girl, Amy Scully. She's a very good mindset, and she's good inspiration to the rest of us, and it's a great way to get us to improve. And yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So speaking of improvement, how has combat sports overall helped each of you kind of improve your overall lives?
Can you ask me again, please?
Sorry, how has combat sports, martial arts, how has that helped improve your life?
Oh, how it's improved my life? Like I love this sport. Like I just I was starting from wrestling. Now like I started MMA now. Just I know that like this is my future. I am really working hard for my future. Honestly, I'm a next champion. I say this like you know what I mean. Just I'm hard trainer for this fight also. You know what I mean. Just that's all.
Just discipline and confidence. Training constantly, you get more discipline, build the confidence, helps you in day-to-day life, you know?
Yeah, as you said, it's mentally and discipline, like the main things. That's literally what the sport is here for, and like it teaches you it motivates you and teaches you to like just work hard, and you'll get what you do, like what you earn. If you work really hard, you'll get really good results, and yeah.
Right on. Thank you. In this last week that we all have, how do you stay the course to stay focused? Because like I said, generally this last week everyone kind of you don't stop training, but you kind of ramp things down just a little bit. How do you stay kind of focused mentally and physically in the lead up to your fight?
No, actually, just like I don't know, like what like I'm not understanding really like what you're saying. Like can you ask me again, please? Like,
How do you stay focused? Like this week, generally for a lot of fighters, kind of you're tapering down. You're not sparring every day. You're not going hard on the mat.
Oh.
But so how do you stay focused as you're kind of like I said, you're tapering down. You're not doing as much every day in the gym. You're still working obviously, but you're not
Yeah, actually, just I train hard every day, morning and nighttime, every day. I really want this fight. Like I really hard working for this fight. The sparring, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, everything. Like what I mean.
All the work's already been put in. It's just a matter of having confidence in my ability and my technique and everything that I've done already in this fight camp, keeping that in my head the whole time, so I'm not overreacting over it.
I believe in my ability and my skill to win this fight, and the way I've kept to stay relaxed and stay all is just meditate. Meditation is like a really good way to stay focused and stay on track and keep going.
Right on. Okay, so last question for me. Your corners. How important is it for you to have someone that to have the right corner in there? Like, let me rephrase that. Your corners should be they're not just anyone. So how are your corners that you're going to have with you on the night, how are they important to you? Like, what makes them important to you?
I think corner is not really important. He's just say go, like do this and then like something, and then it's important you do yourself. You know what I mean? Just like you're alone on the cage. I think it's not really important. The coach is important, but not really on the cage. You know what I mean? That's all.
I think the opposite. I think your coaches, whoever you have in your corner, can help you center yourself. If you lose a round, they can help you center yourself and come back to the game plan that you've planned before, or change up that game plan to help you further improve in that fight and possibly win.
I think your corner is very, very important because sometimes you're in the cage and you get in some places and you get in some things, and they see little things that you don't. That you're like, say you'd see, say you'd be fine, you don't see your legs, and they do. So they'll help you. They'll assist you with anything that you don't see, and they do, and they'll help you that hopefully you win in the fight. So yeah, I think your corner is very, very important.
Right on, Deco.
So I'll just ask this quick one each, a little bit different Tony. So Yuri, you're first, you're getting asked. So your opponent, you come here today and you come to me today, opponent not come. You wanted to do face off, yeah?
Yeah.
Prediction for fight. How you see fight going? How do you think fight will finish?
Me? One second, translate. One second. Say.
How does he see the fight going?
No, I don't know.
So the fight prediction, like who win?
1 second. You say and translate. Yeah. You see. I know.
How do you see the fight going?
Yes, I think maybe submission. Submission, maybe knockout, maybe submission. Finish submission, maybe second round. Okay.
Abdul. I just had to be watching it there, and we were actually just whispering in the background. They're all like, "Jeez, it's getting heated up there with the two lads." There's a lot of build-up, should I say, for. So I'll give both of you say the same question, and then I'll give Ryan next. So, you know each other from before?
No, not really.
You ever trained together?
No.
No, I don't know.
So this heat's just built up. You two are just eager to go at each other. And how do you see the fight going, lad?
Actually, I finished him in first round. Yeah, like I smashed him in the first round. Actually, yeah. He doesn't have a chance. 0%. His chance is 0. I think so. You know what I mean? I am ready. I'm really ready for this fight. You know what I mean?
Tajikistan, good.
Abdul, how do you? Dragos, how do you see the fight going with Abdul?
I see a quick and easy win. That's all I can say. Like,
Yeah, I win.
Nah,
Yes.
submission. I don't know about that. I've been training my jiu-jitsu. I've been training my ass off in jiu-jitsu. Oh, it's gonna be tough for you, bro. You're gonna see. I'm gonna
Yeah, we
fucking
will
dominate.
see. Like, you know what I mean? Just I will smash you anyway. No problem.
Yeah. All right.
Why do you have to put me in the middle of these two?
So, Brian, this is for you. So, Matthew was saying, Matthew, you were here for media day, you were here for face off. Do you think that it's a money game thing? Have you looked at any of Matthew's fights? And do you have like a prediction for this fight? How it will go?
Yeah, I've watched a few of his fights. Nothing special. That's all I have to say. I'm going to go in there with my own technique. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to look for the finish the whole way through. I'm not going to stop at any point. The whole time I'm hunting for that finish. Whether it's on the ground, standing, does not matter.
Okay. Thanks very much. Anybody want to ask a question? No. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
This is probably the best fight in this case legacy. I was smashing in the first round, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, get a video. Get a video.
You don't have any chance.
Guys, go show.
No, you don't have any chance.
Darren, get that
Show big
video.
money. Go show it.
Yeah, no, you don't have any chance.
You go show there's big money.
Yes.
Show. You can hear everything perfect.
Yeah?
I
Get
respect
the
you, but you don't
camera.
have a chance. You know what I mean?
Right, face off, lads. Let's go.
Yeah, no, you don't have any chance, man. Okay. Yeah.
Don't touch each other. Don't touch each other. Relax.
Oh, I'm not touching you. No, you don't have any chance in there. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. We'll see next week.
Face
Entirely.
off. Right, a little bit closer. Let's go. Like here, look.
Tajikistan center,
Inshallah. Yes. 100%. Yes.
Right, thanks, lads. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother.
McDonald's submission.
Thank you.
Yeah,